Are we live yet? Not yet. And I'm going to record. Okay. Are we live yet? Not yet. And I'm going to record. Hello, hello. All right. When you get on to YouTube live, you you don't realize that you actually are live while you're waiting on the screen to cycle through and get you up here on the screen. So welcome. Today is, what's today? Today is January the 7th, 2025. And so I made my commitment this year to get on to YouTube and talk and try to come on at least, let's say I'm going to try to come on at least twice a week. And the goal is, I had a goal of coming on 30 days consecutively, but I just have not been able to do it. So here I am, ready, willing, and able to come on today. And so our focus this year is going to be on active listening skills for the court reporting professional. And I just want to talk about different aspects of active listening as it applies to court reporting. Again, my name is Terry Gibson. I've been a court reporter since 1981. It's over 40 years, and I'm still going strong. Yes, I'm still here working as a court reporter. But what has happened, though, because of my experience, maturity, and all that good stuff, I'm training court reporters, scopists, and proofreaders to use the software that we use called Eclipse. And I love teaching so much. I really do. And so I love coming on YouTube, different platforms, and sharing about the profession, different aspects. But we're kind of going in a little different way today, talking about, let me see, I got a glare on my glasses. Let me see if I can fix that. That's a little better. Um, I want to talk about different aspects of active listening. And I know as a trainer and as a teacher, whenever we train people, teach people, we also get a benefit of learning about the topic also. And I notice one thing about myself is that I'm starting to actually, I'm actually starting to get it, right? I'm teaching it, but I'm learning too, guys. I'm learning right along with you. I really am. I'm learning right along with you. And I'm enjoying it. So today, I want to talk about an aspect of active listening that many times when I tell people that I'm a court reporter, I get this same question asked of me. What do I do when I can't, what do I do when I'm having trouble capturing the spoken word? Are you allowed to interrupt? And so as a part of thinking about active listening skills, if I don't interrupt as a court reporter, then that means I'm not using my active listening skills. Okay. And one of the aspects of active listening skills, I'm trying to get my notes here. One of the aspects of active listening skill is that paraphrasing and being able to ask someone for clarification when you're having this dialogue with one another, generally speaking. But when you're working as a court reporter, we try not to be intrusive, okay? In many cases, they want us to sit there and be quiet, don't say anything, and which is kind of mind-boggling to me because why would you want a court reporter to just sit there and not say anything during the entire proceedings? How do you know if she's getting getting the words, getting how do you know that she's going to be able to get you this product that you want, which is a verbatim record? It just mind boggles me. And through the years, I just didn't abide by that principle of just being quiet and sitting and being quiet. Because how can I produce a verbatim record if I'm just sitting there and not speaking? Part of active listening is interacting with your environment, with people. It's a communication skill. So when I'm writing, and let me see if I can get my machine out so you guys This is my steno machine. This is the machine I use. Okay. And when I'm using this machine, sometimes people overtalk each other, crosstalk. Sometimes people talk too softly. Sometimes people mumble. Sometimes people, their words get just tangled up. And even though I have, uh, what I want to say, even though I am recording, because I do record as a backup, you cannot always rely on the recording because sometimes there are technical difficulties happening with the audio that you are not even aware of. As a matter of fact, let me share this with you. Last week, actually, it wasn't last week, it was in December, I did a job. My first file went through okay. We had a break and I went back on the record and over 100 pages, no audio, no audio. And I had to go by my skills. Now, when I'm writing as a reporter, I write as if I have no audio. I pretend that audio is not even there because if there is a problem, okay, I have to be able to produce that verbatim record. So I was like, yay, this was an easy job. Actually, it was easy case. And so there was only a couple of things here and there that I, couldn't hear. I think on this particular case, it just so happened that there was somebody on the Zoom meeting, and so there was a backup audio that I'll be able to use to just get to those places where I didn't hear things. But it's not going to be that many, so when I get to that transcript, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to get through that transcript and be done with this job. Okay. But what I wanted to talk about today, let me get my notes. Just bear with me one moment is, like I said earlier, people say to me, do you interrupt? What if you can't hear something, And that's where, people have to be patient with the court reporter. Come on, we're not technology. We're not a tape recorder. They would so love for us to act like a tape recorder, guys. But we can't do that. So when we can't hear something, when there's over cross talking, yes, we have to say, please, excuse me, can you repeat that, please? That's what I always say. Excuse me, can you repeat that, please? And then I do one of these numbers. So on my paper here, I have paraphrasing. Court reporters do not paraphrase, okay? And that's the reason why we have to stop people when we need to, because we're not supposed to guess. We're not supposed to, paraphrase what people are saying. All right. We're supposed to get a verbatim record. So it says here, part of active listening skills is paraphrasing, requesting back what you heard in your own words. No, court reporters do not repeat back paraphrasing to the witness asking, what did you say? We don't do that. What we ask the witness to do is to just repeat, if they can, repeat what they just said. Now, there are times when witnesses are nervous. Sometimes attorneys are nervous. There's especially the attorneys because they're really focused, narrow focusing on their questioning. And when they are going so fast and you ask them to repeat that, sometimes they can do it and sometimes they can't. So reporters don't paraphrase. We just ask people to repeat, okay? And that's part of us. That's part of the reporter's job to listen. We're actively listening for everything. We're writing on our steno machine. I'm a stenographer. I'm writing on my steno machine, and I'm going to ask for a repeat. The other thing is asking open-ended questions encourages more detailed responses. Okay, when you're talking one-on-one, just a regular, just a regular conversation with each other, you know what I'm saying? You can ask open-ended questions, but when it comes to the reporter, only open thing I'm going to say is, can you repeat that, please? That's it. Sometimes I'll repeat what they, a couple of words of what they said, or sometimes I'll even look at my computer and read back what they said if people get lost, because everybody sometimes witnesses get lost, like what did I just say? Attorneys get lost. I don't know what I just said. So I'll read what I have on my screen, what I've just written, and that helps them to be able to regroup and to continue the answer or to repeat the question. The other thing about active listening when we're talking to each other on a regular basis, right? We don't want to interrupt each other. Like if you're talking to someone and you're trying to use active listening skills, you should not interrupt people while they're talking. And that's a bad habit we all have. We all have done it, and we will continue to do it until we really learn how to use these active listening skills uh, better, right? So as a reporter, because I'm trying to create a verbatim record, I will interrupt because I'm not getting it. And that's my job, is to get it, right? It says here, avoid interruptions, let the speaker express themselves fully. Now you could, sometimes I have, wasn't getting it. And then sometimes I would just let them talk. And then I would say, excuse me, can you repeat the question? Because I'll just let them finish the question, right? Finish the question. And then I'll say, can you repeat that question, please? And then the same thing with the witness. If the witness is in mid thought, sometimes I will do that. I'll let them just finish the answer, and I'll say, I'm sorry, can you repeat your answer? And on those type of scenarios, I use my notes and I will let them know what I have, what is on the record. And then we go from there. So that's one thing about active listening skills I did want to talk about, because people wonder, like, how are you able to do that job? Like, I could never do that. It's called learning a theory. It's called patience. It's called experience. That's how we do it. And then also we have to give people's cooperation. People have to cooperate with the reporter. I feel like I have too much light on my face. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's better. Wait. I got too much. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Now I'm going to check and see if there are any comments or questions about the topic so far. So far, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. All right. So I'm just getting back to getting online, and it says there are 2 people watching right now, but I don't see any comments. I love comments. I love to respond. But court reporting is something I've been doing for quite a while now, and I love being a reporter. It's a great job. I provide training, like I said earlier, to court reporters, scopists, and proofreaders to help them with their Eclipse software. We use the software to help us produce verbatim transcripts. Okay. I would encourage you, if you're thinking about becoming a court reporter, don't be discouraged, especially as a stenographer. It's a great job to have, allows you to create provide services, regular delivery, expedited, daily copy, instantaneous transcripts. And this only happens when you can develop your skills, get your skills to a level where you can provide instantaneous, real time, that would be instantaneous, providing real time services where attorneys are able to watch you on their own computers or on computers that reporters provide for the attorneys to use, right? Yes. Okay. So that's it for today. Um, and we will continue to talk about this topic. Let's see what else I would like to talk about. Oh, let me do this last one because this is interesting. Here's a point. Providing feedback. Providing feedback and offering your thoughts or feelings about what was said. Reporters don't do that. If you and I are having a regular conversation, you want feedback, right? As part of active listening, you want to provide feedback so people can know that you understand. But the only feedback we can give is that product, right? That draft transcript or that official transcript when we're done with it at the end. Then the attorney can see that, yeah, she was doing her job. She was writing. Offering your thoughts or feelings about what was said. You know, reporters, we have to be neutral. We have to be neutral when it comes to anything that we do. We're not to give people our thoughts and our feelings about what is being said. We're not to give our thoughts and feelings about the case, anything like that, because we are a neutral party. We are there to just capture the spoken word and, produce that verbatim transcript. That's it. Okay, that's our job. So that's one thing. Some people say to me, "Well, are you actually understanding what's going on as you're writing?" Well, let's say this: when I first started court reporting as a young woman, because I was new, and because everything was new. Once you get out of school, you get out there to work, everything is kind of new and exciting and all that good stuff. But our focus at that time when we come out of school is just trying to get the words down. That's our focus. Our focus is trying to get the word down. We're not, we can understand a little bit of what's saying, but our focus is on the words, the punctuations, putting in paragraphs, all that good stuff. That's what we're thinking about. But for me, at first, my concentration was on the words. After a while, I don't know how long it took. Eventually, like today, I could sit down, write down what's being said. I hear everything. I hear everything, understand everything, know exactly what's going on. And so I still cannot be sharing feelings and commenting on testimony and in the case. So we're going to continue on this topic. And again, if there are any questions, I will be coming back and talking about this topic again tomorrow. What? Court reporting. Court reporting with the skill of stenography. That's what I do. We need people. I can say that. Young people, don't be afraid to go into stenography. That's where you can make good money. And you'll be able to team up with someone, hire someone to help you. We call it team editing. So what that is, I'm writing real time and I hire a Scopist to help me. They live in another state. It's all going through the internet, guys. I'm writing real time. My Scopist is somewhere in America and they're editing my transcript as I'm writing. And they can do that because I have good skills. That's key. And then we hire a proofreader. And this part of it, we want proofreaders to also know how to use the software, okay? So that I'm writing real time. My two Scopists are coming behind me, and then the proofreader can come right behind the Scopist. And if we can do it that way, we can get the job done much quicker, and it's easier. Otherwise, if the proofreader is not on the software, you know what we have to do? We have to send PDFs to the proofreader. And that kind of slows the whole process down a little bit. So I'm trying to advocate, try to get proofreaders to think about, get on the software, get the editing station, get on the software so you can get into these team sessions and you can make pretty good money. Your rate goes up because it's a different rate when you use the software. Okay, all these little things that can improve the production, that can improve the process, uh, can easily get you higher earnings from a PDF to using software. That's a no-brainer, isn't it? So that's what I'm working on. I have a student right now who's working with me. She's a proofreader, and she actually was finding it really difficult to get work as a proofreader. So she said, well, maybe if I learn Eclipse, then I could get some work. And guess what? She has 2 clients now. She's proofread a transcript inside of Eclipse, proofreading now, and she's making double. She's making double her rate. Actually, double the rate is for daily copy. But her rate is not double for just regular proofreading, but it's higher than if she had just got a PDF. Okay, it's probably like 30% higher. Okay, so If you're interested, I have links down in my description. Would love to talk to you about court reporting or learning this Eclipse software. Any questions about court reporting, I'm going to come on live and talk about it here. But if you're interested in learning about Eclipse and getting trained, do contact me. I would love to help you get into this profession. We need Eclipse Scopist. Sometimes it's difficult to find someone. It's funny because when I teach my students, they all come to me. They go through my program, and then at the end of my program, I have what's called an internship. So in the internship, I'm teaching them how to use the software, and then they work for me. And in 6 months' time, they're like, Tari, I'm not available anymore because I have a client. I have a client now. I can't be mad at them because now they're ready to fly now. They getting out there in the field. They're ready to fly. They're ready to work on transcripts. They're ready to make that money with other people. And so of course I'm happy for them when they say to me, I have clients now and I'm not available. That's what our trainer wants to hear. That's what we want to hear. So guys, I'm going to have to let you go. This was great. Again, if you have any questions, do subscribe and click on that the bell, okay? So that you can know when I'm coming on live. All right. Well, that's it for today. Let me see if how do I get off this thing? I always have trouble trying to figure out how to end. All right, so I'm going to end this, and I will see you in the next video.